Hey there, I'm Deborah Acosta, here to deliver the latest trends. So craft beer is everywhere now. It used to be that when you went to a bar or restaurant and ordered a beer, you'd either have the option of generic beer A, B, or C. They pretty much all tasted the same and were made from the same ingredients. These so-called macro lagers are made with cheap adjuncts like corn or rice products, which don't really do much for their flavor. But now there are a myriad of options. There are the Hefeweizens, the IPAs, the stouts, the dark lagers. The list goes on and on. Just 30 years ago, we were down to 80 independent breweries, but now there are more breweries in the United States than in any other country.
I'm Lynn Farmer, I'm director of the Miami Wine and Food Festival, and we're kicking off things with a great evening tonight, a great event called Brews and Bites, where we have a craft beer tasting and a lot of restaurants out here, and the aromas are killing me as much as the beer. It's fantastic.
It used to be that beer was just something you kind of chucked back without thinking much about it. You know, not that much flavor, something you drank during football games or at a bar when you just wanted to get a nice buzz. But it's become something along the lines of wine. It pairs really well with food, and there are different types of beer that pair well with different types of food in the same way that wine does.
Craft beer goes so much better with any dish versus wine, and I will go head to head with any wine person. You can do so much more with beer, and I think people are starting to realize that and they want more.
There's so many different flavors and types and kinds. It's really changed the culture of beer. And although beer consumption is down year after year, the share of craft beer consumption versus macro beer consumption in the US is steadily rising, and the number of microbreweries is also increasing year after year. So it's really changing the landscape.
There are bars that are opening up with a diversity of taps on them. There's the local brew pubs, there's the local breweries that are coming along. So it's a great time to be a beer fan in South Florida.
Down here in Florida, we have some great breweries, and one in particular that has a lot of people buzzing. It's called Cigar City Brewing, it's in Tampa, and they've concocted some beers that have won national recognition and awards.
I'm drinking Cigar City beer from Tampa Bay, Florida. We've been tasting beers from all around the country and really all around the world. And this one came highly recommended from several people.
There's a really awesome brewery that's developed in Tampa called Cigar City. Most of their stuff that I've had has been phenomenal.
So now, all the beer nerds that don't live in Florida really want Cigar City beer. So it's all about Florida beer now.
It opened up just 3 years ago, and it's already up there with German and Belgian beers that have been around for centuries. So it's a pretty exciting time to be a beer drinker, not only in Florida, but in the US as a whole. Are you a craft beer drinker? Do you brew beer at home? We know you're out there. What do you think about this whole movement? Tell us by going to miamiherald.com/insight or tweet me with questions at Deborah Acosta. Until next time.